Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. This is a Christmas bonus, all signs. So we're going to see. We're going to see whatever y'all need to know. I hope y'all have been enjoying your holiday so far. Hope y'all are taking in some relaxation and remembering that you're important too in the midst of dealing with everybody else's expectations, right? Hope you're having a nice, relaxing holiday thus far. I've got my Celtic Tarot out. All right. I also have the Good Tarot and the Hermetic Tarot on standby in case I want extra clarities on things. We're going to be doing Aries through Pisces. There will be timestamps in the comments and in the description after the live is done recording. If anybody wants to send me a Christmas gift, all of the donation information is in the description. I am humbly blessed every time y'all do that. So thank you in advance for those of you who choose to bless me for Christmas. I appreciate you and love you regardless, but thank you if you do. And we're going to get into these messages. So starting with Aries. Arian energy. The house that Aries rules for you. Okay, the house that Aries rules for you. Cross watchers, take it, flip it, switch it, make it fit however it fits for you. Okay, I could be talking to you if you're cross watching. All right, about your Aries. Aries, what is going on in spirit? Arian energy. What is going on that Aries needs to know? Or that we need to know about Aries. All right. What else? Okay. Six of Wands is on the bottom. Empress is on top. So you may also have stronger significant Libra or Taurus because that's Venus. So you may also have a Venus in Aries. And we have the High Priestess down here, which is Piscean. Okay. So you could be dealing with those energies as well. Give me an extra clarifying card on the King of Swords, please. The Hermit. Queen of Air, Five of Air. Okay. Lovers on the bottom. Chariot on top. You know, Aries, these cards look really good. But I can't help but feel there's something going on because I got a lot of court cards. Even looking at the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of court cards. I think you pulled something off. In whatever contracts you're working with. I got really strong air energy here. I feel like You've reached some kind of perspective I feel like you've reached some kind of perspective with whoever or whatever it is that you're dealing with. And that if you were to keep working, quote unquote, working in it, that you would end up stagnating. I feel like you have a lot of energies around you. I think that you received some kind of high manifestation. I think you've learned a valuable lesson in the process. The Six of Wands with the Hierophant under it on the bottom of the deck. And I don't know if it's a choice you would make. But I feel like intuitively you're getting pinged to move forward. And potentially without all of this energy. I think you know you want to reinvent yourself. I think you know you're desiring something different. And I think you're keeping it a secret. This desire to move forward, or the fact that you are even making a choice at all, because I don't feel like anybody would know that you're making this choice. You could be dealing with a Gemini who you might actually be rather conflicted with, or dealing with your own Gemini and energy and feeling conflicted, right? This choice point. I think a part of you logically, reasonably wants to stay where you are, right? If you could stay in this manifestation and have it be a victory forever, like you would. But Aries, I feel like the divine is kind of pushing you though. And you might not be comfortable listening to your intuition, especially because, you know, like Aries and Cancer square each other. Merry Christmas, Lala. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, I feel like you might not be comfortable with listening to your intuition. Aries and Cancer naturally square. And we have the Chariot here. And I do feel like you're at a choice point. I think the Uranian energy and the Jupiterian energy in Taurus, because we have Taurian energy out here twice, the Hierophant and the Empress. I feel like it's pushing you to shake some things up. And you're not necessarily comfortable with the idea of shaking things up or taking the lead moving forward. But, you know, that's the light of your sign, right? Taking the lead in your life and making these hard choices, right? I mean, the leader is the one that has to make the hard choices that nobody else is willing to make. And I think you're being pushed to do that. Like, I'm glad, and I'm sure you're glad that whatever manifestation came to be worked out. But I feel like you're being pulled to more. Like there's more than this. You know, whatever manifestation you reached, whatever high manifestation it was, whatever lesson that you learned, like that was the point, right? For you to learn whatever this is or was. But there's more to life. There's more to your life than that. Right? Whatever it is, there's more to your life than this. And Spirit is pushing you to discover it, right? It's pushing you pinging you to adventure and kind of dive deeper into what you're capable of manifesting. So if you're feeling that ping to move forward, instead of fighting it, suppressing it, or denying it, I would just acknowledge and accept that it's there and know that spirit will move you however it needs to move you if you are okay with being moved. Because it might not be right away. Spirit might be giving you well, but if you can accept that I feel like it'll be much easier for you to embrace moving ahead into whatever you're moving ahead into later, because there's more, especially if you are dealing with other people and the reality are stunting that higher manifestation in some which way, shape, or form, right? If you have people who are codependent on you in some way, that you feel obligated to them in some way, and you need to move forward in order for them to heal, right? In order for them to heal, because they might be trapped in their own heads and really dependent on you when they need to learn how to solve their own problems and take leaps of faith on their own capabilities, instead of sitting in their wounds and letting you handle it, right? Hey, Lori, how are you, beautiful? All right, Aries. Yeah, I think it's a big deal. Like sometimes the best way to love somebody isn't by being their crutch, but by being the removing of the crutch and showing them that they're capable of standing on their own and figuring it out, right? As opposed to feeding into that wounding that they're going to fail, right? We shouldn't fear failure. It's a part of life, a beautiful part of life at that, because it only gets us closer to our success, right? So that's Aries. We're going to go into Taurus next. All right, Taurus. Taurian energy. Thank you. Love received. Thank you. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. What's going on, Taurus? The house that Taurus rules. What's going on with the Bull Gang? What's going on with Taurian energy? Cross watcher, take it, flip it, switch it, reverse it, however it resonates to you. I could be talking to you about your Taurus, okay? Clarities, please. All right. The house that Taurus rules. The star is on the bottom. And the Ace of Pentacles is on top. So Taurus, I feel like this energy wants to lay a foundation and heal a high manifestation. Underneath the star is the King of Coin and the Page of Coin. It wants to seize an opportunity to create some kind of justice, especially if there was a betrayal of some kind, and a tower moment happened that resulted in quite a bit of pain. Okay. You may have had some interference from other people that caused problems and were it's almost like the visual I'm getting, like if you and another person had to work something out, your high manifestation, right? Whatever your high manifestation was, and you were getting input from other people, those other people that you supposedly trusted or confided in to guide you in some way, known or unbeknownst to them, it's kind of like they were sticking their finger in the wound and stirring it up to make it bleed faster. You know what I mean? Instead of helping you close it, it's almost like they were irritating it, right? To where you lost the manifestation. Because right now we have the Fool with the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands with the Magician, the Six of Swords with the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Cups with the Knight of Cups. I think that you really want to heal something with someone and take a chance on nurturing it, take a chance on loving it, right? Taking a chance on bringing it back to life. The journey, the Three of Wands of the Magician, I think you're trying to bring it back. I think the idea of moving forward towards it is scary as fuck. Okay, with the Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I think that idea of actually moving towards it, because it's been, whatever it is, it's been lost, might make you want to throw up. You know, like it might make you sick what you would have to do in order to revive it. But this is a sacred soulmate with the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Like you want to, I think a part of you wants to just express how much you care about and or miss someone. Okay. Or how you want to work it out. Because something was definitely, it's been in the past for a while. Okay. I feel like it's been in the past for a while. And there was definitely something left unfair. However it closed, it was unfair. And maybe you took it personal at the time. With the Ten of Swords, like they betrayed you. But I think the Tower moment hit and you were lost in the pain. But the reality is, like, you had people, whether you realized it or not, playing on your wounds, playing on the fact that you were wounded, and got you in this cutting type energy when really you should have been listening to your intuition and not other people. You should have continued in your highest good vision and recognize that the ideal is not real, and be inspired to kind of start your healing as opposed to giving into the wounds or the fears that other people were kind of pandering to. Because whatever this high manifestation was, it was a 10 of coins and it was a 9 of cups. That's a high manifestation. That was a living situation. That was a wish fulfillment. It felt good. It's something that you wanted. And then conflict happened. Conflict happened. There was some kind of miscommunication and someone stopped putting in the effort, like someone actively made the choice to start cutting it off, and that's the problem. Like there was no reason to make that choice. It required effort. It required defending. But I think you were dealing with your own burdens at the time, and they had to acclimate. And, you know, you've probably been slow to communicate, which is probably why it's giving you so much anxiety, because this specific energy is for Taurean energy that has been disconnected from whatever their high manifestation was for a while. They're longing for it now or thinking about it now. All right. And it does pertain to the house that Taurus rules for you. So like if this were a 12th house, this is something that you're secretly being consumed by on the inside, thinking about, feeling about, not necessarily discussing. It's a secret. You know what I mean? Because you might have a whole nother life going on right now. The 7th house, you're dealing obviously with partnerships. If it's 10th house, it could be a job. It could be a career. Right? If it has to do with the 4th house, it could be a mother-like figure. It could be something to do with the home or people that you're living with in the home, right? Something concerning that. So, I mean, take it as it's meant to resonate with you. But yeah, I feel like it's really heavy on the wanting to move forward and being fucking terrified. Okay, being terrified to move forward. But there's not a single part of the Taurian energies being that does not want to just, you know what I mean, and move forward in a direction, no matter how much anxiety that causes, right? No matter how much upheaval that causes. There's this desire to communicate with sincerity at that. So Taurus, my best advice would be to at least go for the communication and hold no expectations. If you're being pulled to communicate, then just accept you're being pulled to communicate and say whatever you need to say. However it turns out from that point forward is divine, okay? And you just take it one step at a time. Be patient with people, be patient with yourself. Like if it's taken you this long to communicate, like give somebody time to absorb what you're saying. Give somebody time to process it, right? Because as much as you would want an on-the-spot answer, like they might not be prepared to do that. All right, the longer you've waited to have the communication, the more you're going to have to hold space for people processing it. So, you know, don't hold any expectations going into it. Just know that you're being guided to say whatever you're being guided to say, and just let it be what it needs to be, right? Let it be what it needs to be. At the very least, maybe you can get some healthy closure, right? Because if something was not closed correctly, right? If it was unfair, there were question marks. That's why you're having such a hard time letting it go. So you might just need to start opening up that communication so that the closure process can start. At the very least, that's like the worst case scenario, right? So if the worst case scenario is you get closure, then what do you really have to lose? Well, this could happen, that could happen. Like if you're itching to reach out to somebody, like I'll give you a scenario. Maybe you're with somebody, and whoever you're reaching out to, like we're going to assume it's a romantic dynamic. It doesn't have to be, but we're going to play to that. If you are reaching out to someone from your past that you were romantically involved with prior, but you're involved with someone else now, and you're afraid that if you reach out to your past person, that they're going to tell your new person and blah, blah, blah. Like, why would you be pulled to your past person to communicate loving things if they were the kind of person that would tell your partner? I think the fear would be unfounded. I think it would be unfounded. You wouldn't be pulled to communicate like that if they were just going to tell whoever you're with type thing. Like maybe you do have to go into it from a perspective of closure with no expectations and just see where it fucking goes from there. Right. Instead of trying to force a result, just allow the guided action to take place and see what happens, you know. Why on earth would you be guided to somebody who would disrupt your life? If that's the case, then tell your mind to shut up. Because if they're the kind of person that's going to go in and disturb whatever you got going on without you being prepared, then they're not really the kind of person that you want in your life like that, you know? Like, realistically speaking. Now we're going to move into Gemini. Gemini and energy. Gemini and energy. The house that Gemini rules for you. Cross watcher, take it, flip it, switch it, flip it, take it, however it resonates for you. Okay, I could be talking to you about your Gemini. All right. What's going on, Spirit, with Gemini? What do they need to know? Yeah, you could be dealing with Aryan energy. They might have stronger significant Aries in their chart. Aries had Gemini pop up in theirs too. So that just might be super specific for like a niche of people that follow me. Clarities, please. Hi, Numa. How are you? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. Top of the deck is the 10 of Cups. Forgive me. Could be dealing with a Libra or Taurus. It's Venusian energy. Might be super specific if you have Gemini Venus. Yeah, I'm on Gemini right now. There's something going on between you, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and energy. There's some entanglement between the three signs. I do have the Emperor and the Empress here. Now, here's the thing. I feel like someone wants to receive more than they're giving. Okay. Someone has like a poverty mindset. Whether that's financial poverty, love poverty, respect poverty, right? Where they feel like nobody respects them, right? There's some kind of impoverished mindset. And it's sparking conflict to where they really have to look at things differently, but they're on pause. And if they don't start looking at things differently, the universe is going to send them on a solo journey. It's like being a player in the game, but having to go on a side quest by yourself, like without the rest of your party, you know, the other players in the game. And I feel like what's crazy is because they're in this impoverished energy, but we have the 10 of Cups on top. So it really is everything that they could ask for. Whatever they've got going on right now, it's fulfilling. It's everything they could have, should have, would have asked for. It's probably what they prayed for at some point in their life. But because they don't feel deserving of it, or they're in this lack mentality, right? This poverty mindset, they're potentially sabotaging it or trying to thieve off other people's energy, right? Siphoning off someone else's energy because it's not enough, right? When you have someone in lack mentality or poverty mindset, even if they have the 10 of Cups, even if they have the 10 of Pentacles, even if they have the happily ever after, right? It's still not going to be enough. They're going to create some kind of conflict to validate the poverty belief system, right? They could have everything and it still wouldn't be enough, and they're going to invalidate it, right? Hey, Booker, how are you? Merry Christmas. Thank you. I think right now, Gem, we have the Knight of Coins with the 9 of Cups reversed, and we have the Emperor with the 7 of Swords. The 2 of Swords with the Death card. I don't think you could stagnate anymore. I don't think that you can just be stuck between your rock and a hard place and not move forward. You know, we have the 6 of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles. If the ideal and the real are not the same, then you have to be able to transform your own perspective, because if you're the one that's blind, like nobody else can make you see and take off that blindfold. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, trust me. I know people who feed off of victim mentality. Someone trauma dumped all over my son on his birthday. Like, way to make it all about you. You know what I mean? Like on his birthday. That's don't even get me fucking started. Don't even get me started. Yeah, like but yeah. I feel like someone has everything they could possibly want, and yet it's not enough. And someone is in that energy, siphoning off the energy of someone else, wanting more. And I feel like whoever they're dealing with, it's like, what more do you want? Right? Yeah, he's 17 and not 7. Thank God for that. And he's fucking smart. He called that bullshit for what it was real quick. But yeah, I think that someone received a high manifestation. Someone got the fulfillment, emotional stability. Like they might be with someone who genuinely loves them, cares about them, holds compassion for them. But whatever they're getting, it's not enough. They want more and it's not coming in. Like whatever else they're desiring, it's not coming in. And they're pointing the finger at someone else and saying, you're not bringing it in, right? When the reality is they're not aligned to have the more that they're asking for because they're still in this poverty mindset, right? They haven't necessarily taken ownership of their own masculine energy, that they're feeding off the masculine willpower, drive, you know, choice making, shot calling, active ability of someone else. Yeah, I think you have someone receiving, and they want more, but they don't necessarily want to do what they need to do to create that more. They're looking at someone else and saying, well, if you don't give it to me, then it's your fault we don't have it. If you're not giving me what I want, then it's your fault that our manifestation is not good enough. And that doesn't make sense because it's already good enough. You know what I mean? It's like, what more do you want for the energy that you're putting in? What energy you're receiving in regards to what you're putting in is fair. So if you want more, well, then you also have to put in more to get more. You know, you have to do more to get more. Yeah. Someone doesn't want to take responsibility for the fact that they're a co-creator in the reality. You know? Yeah. Yeah. That would be like an example would be someone, I don't know, like a father who doesn't communicate with their son all year. And then all of a sudden, you know, trauma dumps all over the place and wants them to feel bad for them, but and wants you to call them and send them pictures and, you know, communicate with them, but you haven't been around all year. You haven't supported them all year. And it's like, what do you want from me? You haven't shown up for me all year. And then you know, wish them a happy birthday or something and trauma dump all over the place. Like, what more do you want? Like, you're lucky the person responds at all, right? That's what you get for what you did, but you don't get more. You haven't done more to warrant more. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that, right? It doesn't work like that. Yeah, victim, pity, whatever, given he's not a Gemini, but you know. It's a great example for the Geminian energy, though. You know, it's like another example would be like co-parents, right? You got people who are co-parents and yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what to get you. Fucking ask. Yeah. Which is funny you say that, because speaking of who I'm talking about, he actually asked me what I wanted for Christmas one year. And so I told him outright, but then he didn't get it for me. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I went and spent like $600 on a day one edition Xbox One when they first came out. And he was like, well, what do you want? I'm like, well, me and you have been together like a really long time, like almost a decade. Like, and you've never bought me a piece of jewelry. Like, I would love a piece of jewelry. He was like, all right. But then me and him started fighting around Christmas because he was being him. And so he got me a pair of microwavable slippers. Microwavable slippers in a book. And I rarely read because I'm so fucking ADD. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? I was like, not that it matters, but I got you like a $600 game system. Like, and you asked me what I wanted. You asked me. You gave me microwavable slippers? I was like, he goes, well, me and you were fighting. I didn't want to spend a lot of money if you were going to leave me. I was like, you dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. It was my husband at the time. I was like, Jesus. Like, wow. Wow, you know, like fucking wow. We were fighting. I didn't want to get you anything expensive. Well, shit. If you got it months in advance, you already knew what you got. You had been using it months in advance. Like, all the more reason why you should step up. What? And I was like, it's not even like he had to spend that much money. Like, he might not have been able to match my $600 fucking game system, but it would have been the thought that counted. Like, what made you think that I would be so excited to open up microwavable slippers? Like, it wasn't even like, you know, something that I would love and was really into. Like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God. I mean, given I like my feet warm, but, you know, you walk around, but if you think about the logistics of it, like, you're walking on a floor around the house, like, the soles of the shoes are going to get dirty, right? The soles of the slippers are going to get dirty. I don't care how clean you keep your floors, they're going to get dirty. Why would I put dirty bottom slippers in the microwave that I put my food in? Like, Maybe it's just my Virgo IC line flipping the fuck out. Like, I can't do that. I don't know. But I was like, there was nothing. And I mean nothing that made me was like, you know what? I'm so glad we're married. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all don't even know, yo. I could write a fucking book. I could write a book about my life. Oh my God. All right, side rant closed. Side rant closed. My God. Oh, I was going to give another example. Hold on. I can't even. I can't even. The other example would be like two partners, right, that need to make more money, and maybe the one partner is making all of the money and the other one is taking care of the kids, right? Traditional male-female gender roles, right? But the one, you know, the wife or whoever is taking care of the kids and taking care of the home wants more money. They want better this, they want better that. And the guy is like, listen, I can only do so much. I can only make so much money, right? If you want this and you want that, like, you're going to have to figure it out how you're going to make more money and bring more money in, because I can only, you know, like, my job is what it is. Like, you knew that when you were with me, like, my job is what it is. And it's like them getting pissed off that they can't go get their nails done because they don't have money to go get their nails done, you know, because there's priorities. And it's like, well, if you want to go get your nails done, why don't you start an online Etsy shop? Or why don't you do an online business? Or start making things, selling them local? Like, figure it out. Figure it out. Like, if your big beef is that you want to get your nails done, well, then you got to make $20 to $50 a month for your fucking nails. You know, I want to have a big Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, we can only afford maybe a small Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, if you want a big blah, 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 well, then you got to figure that out, right? And they're like, you know, but it's all, it's it's another example, right? Yeah. Yeah. See, I can go either way. Like, I'm going to side rant, my most recent ex that I was living with, we were splitting bills. Like, he was paying rent, but I was paying for everything else: food, electric, internet, all that. Like, I was paying for all that. And he also didn't do shit around the house. Like, I'm the one that took the trash out. I'm the one that did the dishes. I'm the one that cooked dinner. I'm the one that cleaned. I'm the one that scrubbed the tub. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one that did all that. I'm the one that did the laundry. And I looked at him, and I was also helping take care of his kids, you know, on top of it. Like, I was helping take care of his kid. Like, I was like, I need you to do more. And he was just like, you need to go get a job. And I'm like, what? Like, my job was making more money than any minimum wage 40-hour-a-week job at the time. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm already bending over backwards and running on empty. Like, you know, what the fuck? He's my ex for a reason. Like, one or the other. Either we're splitting things across the board, money and chores, we're splitting it across the board, or we're in traditional roles and you're not expecting me to make money so that I could do everything else that you want done, that you don't want to do. Right? We're either splitting it or we're doing traditional. But don't sit there and tell me you want me to do both and you're not doing both. Yeah. X is for a reason. Yeah. X is for a reason. He had the balls to tell me it's my job. I said, I do this shit because I love you. If loving you becomes a job, jobs, I can quit. I'll quit my job. Okay? Don't tell me that loving you is a fucking job. It's not my fucking job. Yeah, I miss Christmas for years too. I was a waitress for a lot of years. All right. Cancer. Cancer. Good. I'm glad. All right, Cancer. Spirit, what is going on with Cancerian energy? What is going on? What is going on with Cancerian energy? Okay, Cancer. I feel like right off the bat, something's got to give with your job. I think you might need to have a sincere conversation. It's going to require you to hold your strength and not be afraid of the divine removing things if things need to be removed. Because when you communicate, people are given a choice. How they choose is between them, and the universe will work with it for you, right? That, or you're dealing with someone who is rather controlling or bossy, and you might have to have a conversation with them. Okay. That you don't necessarily like being bossed around or told what to do or expected all the time. I think you're holding on to something, trying not to disturb it. But in your alone time, it's causing you a lot of anxiety. You might be dealing with a Virgo. It's like dealing with a nightmare. Because I got the Nine of Swords with the Hermit card. Because even if they're not doing anything, that in and of itself is being controlling in some which way, shape, or form, because they're making you do things that they should be a part of, and they're just refusing to do it. And so you're bound, right? The Devil card underneath the Wheel of Fortune, you're bound to a certain reality that you want to change, right? You want the reality to shift. The wheel turns, right? And I feel like the devil's in the way of it turning. It's kind of like someone put a spike inside the wheel. Yeah, part of you wants to start something because it's something else, something new, because it's too heavy. Like you're carrying the 10 of Wands, and you only want to carry your one wand. You don't want to carry 10 fucking wands. You want to carry just one wand, your wand. And so Spirit is saying, like, you really have to see in the higher perspective of it all when it comes to these third parties, right? Have a good night, Numa. Yeah, you can always catch the replay. I'll have timestamps in here later. Yeah, I think you need to see the higher perspective with this third party energy. Because at the end of the day, if someone's not doing something that they should be doing, or participating in something they should be participating in, what are you not participating in that you should be participating in from the perspective of Spirit, right? Where have you shut Spirit off and are just outright ignoring the fact that it's there? Ignoring the fact that you're being called to it. Ignoring the fact that it's your divine responsibility. Because that energy is manifesting in your outer, right? You're dealing with a nightmare. And spirit is asking you to stop focusing on the outer and see how that outer is reflecting from your inner state. What are you ignoring or escaping responsibility for when it comes to your divinity and your highest path? Because this is about lessons on giving and receiving. I got the 6 of coins with the Hierophant here. Like, you are not obligated to give to impoverished energy. If you're giving a lot of mental energy with this 9 of Swords to whoever this energy is, what are you not focused on every single time that you're consumed in thoughts about this energy? This Hermit card. Someone is obviously doing some soul searching. And spirit would ask you to do the same. Why are you so focused on them? What is being focused on them allowing you to ignore within yourself? That's no better than them. It's no better than them. The Hierophant has to do with belief systems. Why do you feel the need to pick up the slack? Thanks, Landon. I appreciate that. Yeah, why do you feel the need to pick up the slack? When the slack ends up being 10 wands and it's too heavy. Are you a third party in between two other people that need to work shit out between them and them? Because I've got Taurus here, and I've got Aquarius here, and I've got Sag here, and I've got Jupiter energy here. Like, why are you in between? Yeah, I feel Cancer, that you've wedged yourself between two people that really need to be having the communications themselves. And so you're picking up the slack. You're picking up the slack, and it's between two other people. And it's because one person is not dealing with you, right? They're a nightmare for you to deal with. They're not working with you. They don't want to work with you for whatever reason. They're not working with you. You need to let them work with whoever they need to work with and get yourself out of it. You're in between, right? You're in between two people that really need to handle their own issue because you're not making any progress and getting frustrated. You're not making any progress with someone and you're like dealing with an energy nightmare. So why are you dealing with it? Let whoever needs to deal with it, because I feel like you've third-partied yourself in between two people. And it's distracting you from what you really need to focus on with yourself. You need to let two other people work it the fuck out. And if you're needed, let them get a hold of you directly. If you are not needed, let them figure it out. Because you've got to get the chains off. You got to get the chains off. Yeah, if everybody has a problem with it, like that does not mean that Cancer has to fix it, right? Doesn't mean Cancer has to fix it. If so-and-so has a problem with so-and-so, let them figure it out. Let them take it up with each other. Cancer doesn't have to be the middleman between the two of them. Why are you getting frustrated? It's like, focus on your own problems. Your problem is not somebody else. Your problem is not somebody else. Yeah, they need to figure it out. And if the other people don't want to fucking deal with them either, well, then just let it go completely. Then what are y'all worrying about? You know what I mean? Let them go then. Let them go then. Like, take them out of the equation. If you don't want to fucking deal with them and it's a nightmare, and the other person doesn't want to deal with them and it's a nightmare, then count them the fuck out and just stop worrying about them altogether. They're not included in it at all. They're not in the manifestation anymore. Like, it's not your fucking problem. Like, I know Cancer's got a big heart and Cancer needs help with things, but damn it, if you're looking for help in the wrong places, you know, stop looking for help in the wrong places. The universe provides everything that you need. Except stress. That we gift ourselves. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Oh, I don't know. There's so many songs, I don't know. For real. All right. Leo. Leo energy. Leo, if you're cross-watching for a Leo, flip it, switch it, take it how it resonates for you. I could be talking to you about your Leo, okay? Spirit, what's going on with Leo and Leo energy? What's going on with Leo and Leo energy? The house that Leo rules for you. No such thing. Technically, the truth is all there is. What's going on with Leo? What is going on with Leo? Clarity, please. Five of Cups is on bottom. Queen of Swords is on top. This might be super significant if you've got a Leo moon. Or if you've got strong Pisces energy. I don't know why I'm being pulled to Pisces Saturn. I mean, you could be going through your Saturn return. Pisces isn't, or Saturn is in Pisces right now, so that might be having a heavy effect on you, Leo, because it's 𝘋𝘐𝘕𝘌𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘓 your sign. Technically, you could be getting off sign oppositions as well. They'd be orbs, like wide orbs, but still, if you have like late degree Leo placements. I think your heart is communicating a truth with you. And you've got an abandonment wound that's been left unchecked and it's weighing on you. And you might have an opportunity for a choice with somebody, but you're sabotaging it. You're holding a vision, but your own behavior, your own actions aren't matching the ideal inside the mind. Four of Cups reversed with the Two of Wands. You're missing an opportunity to love yourself and putting yourself on pause. It's like you're trying to avoid some kind of growth. Like you're getting the intuitive pings to grow. But you're holding yourself back. And it might be, because I got the Queen of Coin with the Six of Coin here. It might be because you have some kind of exchange going on with a strong or dominant feminine energy. Doesn't matter the gender, but as someone who's receiving from you, that could go both ways. You might both be receiving from each other. But it's not a high manifestation. There's pain here. There's pain here with the fact that there's no progress, because I got the Three of Swords with the Seven of Coins too. Like there's no growth. Whatever it is you're dealing with, whoever it is you're dealing with, there is no growth in the scenario. Zero. Your intuition, your 12th house is pushing you to reinvent yourself. With a soulmate, there's someone else. The bottom of this deck, the Lover's card, there's someone else. It's what you're sabotaging. But you're visualizing them, right? You want to be with them. There's some kind of direction that you want to take and you can't because you're stuck in a different situation. You've got to reinvent yourself in order to get to the other manifestation. Otherwise, you are dead ass fucking stuck, Leo. Dead ass stuck. You want to be somewhere else, but you've got an abandonment wound. And so you're literally abandoning yourself, abandoning your vision, because you're afraid to let go of whatever exchange you have going on with this Queen of Coin individual. There's some kind of reciprocity going on between the two of you, some kind of codependent whatever. But the fact of the matter is, until you're willing to let that go, and what keeps you in it, because like I said, you're being pulled to grow. But if you don't want to take the steps required of your growth, you're going to stay stuck in whatever this is. You're going to lose the sacred soulmate that you're hoping, dreaming, fantasizing about. You're going to lose that situation. You've got to literally reinvent yourself for it. You've got to get yourself out of some kind of hidden wounding. Give me some more clarities, please. What is this with the moon, the six of cups, the page of wands? What do they have to give up? Yeah, the death card, transformation, Scorpio energy. You got to be able to transform. You have to be able to transform what happily ever after looks like. For some Leos, you might be looking at somebody like they're just a sex thing, and they're really the 10 of cups, and it requires effort. And if you're not willing to do the effort and you're not willing to transform and it's just a sex thing, you're going to fucking lose it. I don't even think you're going to get the sex thing. Especially if there is some kind of addictions involved. Someone's playing the violin like poor me, and they're not doing what they need to do to get out of that victim state. Poor me. I'm seriously being drawn to the violin. Yeah, the messenger of fire and the four of fire. Whoever you're fantasizing about, they're telling you, they're communicating with you in some which way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly, Leo, that you are abandoning yourself. You cannot ignore. You cannot ignore the fact that you have to go through some kind of a change, that you have to define your vision and stop being so confused. So if you're the king of fire and you want the queen of fire, you want your counterpart, then you've got to listen to your intuitive pings. Then you've got to heed the messages and stop sabotaging yourself. Get out of that abandonment. You got to go after the high manifestation. You got to go after it. If you think you can get the high manifestation and not change, the reason why you haven't gotten the high manifestation yet is because you're not in high aligned energy. So if you're not going to change and put yourself in high aligned energy, you're not going to get the high manifestation. You're going to keep getting what you're getting. If your energy was in alignment for the high manifestation, you would have got it already. If you do have addictions, you need to let them go. Well, I don't think they're addictions. I could quit any time. Okay, bet. Quit then. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, addicts have all kinds of excuses. I know. I grew up with them. I dated them, lived with them, fell in love with them. Mm-hmm. Addicts don't believe they're addicts. They all think they can quit whenever, but they don't actually choose it. They have excuses not to. Well, their friends do it. They'd lose their friends, or they're bored. They don't know what they would do. They don't know how to define themselves without it. Okay, well, then you don't get the high manifestation, though. And that's got to be okay with you, right? That's got to be okay with you. If you can give or take the highest manifestation, then so be it, right? Then you settle. There's pain that comes along with that, but you could settle. No one's going to judge you outside of you if you settle. You're the one that's going to look back and think about the what ifs and the could have beens had you made higher aligned choices, kick yourself in the ass later. You don't want to change, that's fine. But don't get upset when your high manifestation goes in a different direction and you get left behind. Like, it's high for a reason. It's high for a reason. Trust me, when Pluto moves into Aquarius, now I don't know where your Leo placements are, but when Pluto moves into Aquarius, it's going to start opposing it. Your energetic reality check is going to happen. Pluto is a power bank, and it's not always pleasant to get you to the other side of transformation, right? Caterpillars literally get encapsulated and turned to fucking mush before they're put back together and come out as a butterfly. Pluto is going to be opposing whatever Leo placements you got. Moving through whatever house it's moving through in your chart. If you are not on the light side of Pluto, going into these transits, Leo, like prayers to you. If Spirit is warning you now, if it's coming through to you now and saying, make the choices now so that I don't have to force you later, Spirit's going to force you later. Do not say I did not warn you. Do not say I did not warn you. I care more about your healings than your feelings. I care more about what you need to fucking hear right now and your highest good than how you're going to feel about it. If you don't like me, then you don't have to drop a like and you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to, come back to my channel at all. Okay. But somebody's got to fucking tell you and give you the heads up that if you don't fucking start choosing your own shift, the death card, that's Pluto. Pluto's going to whoop your fucking ass into shape. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Okay? Please understand. I have literally been dealing with Pluto conjuncting all of my fucking planets my entire life. Literally. The only planet that Jupiter will not touch in my life is my Mars in Libra and my moon in Cancer. And it's been opposing my moon in Cancer. It'll be 4 years by the time that opposition's done. Literally, Pluto trines my rising and hit every fucking placement in my bundle chart. Every single one. It hit my Juno. It hit my Venus. It hit my Saturn. It hit my Mercury. It hit my Sun. It hit my Uranus. It's hit my Neptune. It's going to hit my Jupiter. It's going to hit every single planet in my chart. Thanks, Landon. Pluto teaches the hard way unless you choose to transform on your own. Choose it, please. I cannot make you choose it. I'm asking you to please love yourself enough to choose it. If you've got to let go of an addiction, let them go. If you've got to let go of toxic friends, let them go. If you've got to focus on getting a house and you got to quit spending money on bullshit, then please stop spending money on bullshit and focus on getting a house. Love your fucking self to change. Change your toxic habits. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I personally don't have any Leo in my chart. I don't have a lot of things in my chart. Like I said, I'm a bundle, which means I have everything wedged between 100 and 120 degree wedge. My bundle starts at 22 degrees Libra and ends at 12 degrees Aquarius. Every planet I have is wedged in there short of my moon. All right. Leo, love and support sent to you. All right, Virgo. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's wild. And what's crazier yet is Aquarius only has Jupiter in it and Libra only has Mars in it. All of my planets are in Scorpio and Sag, except my moon, which trines my Scorpio Venus, and Pluto trines my rising. My chart is Scorpio Sag. And Jupiter being in Aqua, it's my 8th house. It's Scorpio ruled. Mars being in Libra, that's my 4th house. It's Cancer ruled. Like, my chart is saturated in very specific areas. Got Neptune on the cusp of Sag at 2 degrees Capricorn. Yeah, my chart is fucking powerhouse between my 5th and 6th house. It's fucking wild. Pluto hit all my fucking placements. It's fucking crazy. I'm going to talk about transformation and difficulties. I told you I could write a book. I was not kidding. I was not fucking kidding. All right, Virgo. What's going on for my Virgos? Virgo placements, cross watchers, flip it, switch it, take it how you need to take it. I could be talking to you about a Virgo. What is going on with Virgo energy? The house that Virgo rules. What is going on with my Virgos? Taking on all these Pisces oppositions, right? Clarities, please. Give me one more. All right, Virgo. King of Coins is on the bottom. Page of Coins is on top. Really, King of Coins, Ace of Wands, Death card, Queen of Coins, the Hermit, and the Sun are the bottom of your deck. With the Page of Coins on top, you've got a season opportunity for some kind of high manifestation too, but you need the fire under your ass to transform as well. You've got to do some inner digging. Your masculine and feminine yin and yang energies need to start communicating. You can't be ignoring your feelings. Not that you have to act on your feelings, but you have to recognize your feelings. You know what I mean? For what they are and not ignore them or negate them and push through it. Like, stop that whole mindset. Like, you're allowed to shine. You can't shine if you're feeling like shit. It's like, I'm so stressed out, but you're not addressing what is causing the stress and stopping it. You're just ignoring the fact that you're stressed and pushing through it. It's like, stop trying to plow through the experience. You know what I mean? Like, take a moment and recognize how you're feeling. And see how you can change it. We've got the Four of Wands with the Two of Swords reversed. So your vision, I feel like your vision is really clear. Okay. I think your vision is real clear. And I think you're getting pinged from spirit to stand up for yourself and nurture something. To invest in something emotionally. And intuitively, you know it's a major choice that you have to make. It's something that you haven't really talked about with anybody else. You know that you want to invest in it. And you're being guided to move forward in that direction. So you cannot ignore the fact that you are being pulled in a certain direction. You know, Virgo, I've got Pisces and I've got Gemini on the board. Pisces obviously opposes your sign. Gemini squares it. I feel that if you're making choices based off the reality and what the reality is calling for, that you're going to be detoured. I think you're going to be detoured off the path you need to take. I think you need to listen to your intuition despite logic and reason. I think you need to follow your intuition despite whatever the reality looks like. You know, because I feel like nothing is what it seems. You know, it's kind of like that social media syndrome where we feel like everything is all rainbows and beautiful and happy, and because social media makes it look that way, right? Nobody posts their bullshit, or if they do, it's rare. You know, everybody always posts their beautiful selfies with their filters and look at my coffee and look at my, you know, my whatever. And everything is perfect. Look at us all smiling. And then that profile picture stays up there for 2 years. Look, we're smiling. And it's like, not everything is what it seems. You know what I mean? I think you have to move forward with something, trusting your intuition, taking whatever steps you need to take in agreement with what you're feeling and sensing, and not get hung up on what the reality is or what the logistics are. I think you need to fucking go for it. Like Virgo wants to plan every little fucking detail out to make sure that it works and it's perfect and it's executed magnificently. And sometimes, Virgo, you got to fucking trust your soul and wing it, right? That's why your opposing sign, Pisces, is intuitive and subconscious. There's a rhyme and a divine reason for things. Sometimes we don't have all of our ducks in a row before we move forward. The ducks line up once we open the gate and move forward through it. You know what I mean? You got to let things fall into place sometimes. You really got to trust yourself. That's the integration. It's not always about the reality and everything being perfect in the reality before we move forward. The divine has a perfect way of doing things too. The divine doesn't give a shit if your closet is organized or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's great if you like your closet organized. But if you're going to miss something important because your closet has to get organized, Spirit's going to look at you like, what's more important? Your spiritual obligation or your fucking closet being color-coded? I mean, I love my closet color-coded. I love it in order. My Virgo IC line loves it in order. I got them organized by sleeve length and color. But if it's a fucking mess and I got to go to work or I'm being guided to go live, what am I going to do? Tell Spirit, no, I'm not going live right now. I got to fix my closet first. Spirit's like, I don't give a fuck about your closet. Do it later. It doesn't matter. I need you to do your spiritual path right now, right? I need you to do as you're guided. It's no different. I think Spirit is asking you to do as you're guided right now. And you're like, I don't know. Or is everything in order first? Is everything perfect in the reality first? Right? An example would be wanting to move forward towards a relationship or be involved in a relationship and not knowing if you're ready for a relationship because you don't have the house you want yet. You don't have the car you want yet. You still have X amount of debt that you're paying off from college or whatever. You know, you don't have the job that you want. And it's like, well, I don't know if I can move forward in this relationship because I don't have X, Y, and Z that I want to have before I get into the relationship. And Spirit's like, dumbass, hello. The right person is going to help you through all that shit. Sometimes you can't have it all perfect before the right stuff shows up. Be fucking glad that you've got somebody in your life that smiles at you like there's heaven inside your eyes. And stop worrying about the fact that, you know, X, Y, and Z is not perfect yet. Divine order. Divine order trumps the ego's order. Yeah, have kids when you can afford them. Yup. That shit fucking happens sometimes. Yeah, have kids when you can afford them. Trust me, where there is a will, there is a way. You just gotta trust Spirit. You gotta trust Spirit. Yeah. You know what? I was not prepared when I had gotten pregnant with my son, and I'm not having any more, and I won't. You know what I mean? I don't want to, and I won't. He's my only one. He came in divine time. And I was not prepared financially. I did not have my own home. I did not have a car. I did not have any of the stuff that, you know, I would have liked to have had. I wasn't married at the time. Like, he came through and he came through. And now I've got my own place and I've got my own car and I've got a good job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all the stuff came and it's, you know, I'm fucking happy and I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? So is he, for that matter. He's so fucking happy. He can't even. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Hell, even when I left my ex, I had no car when I left my ex. I had no job. I had no nothing when I left my ex. I had my son. I had my son with me. And I had nothing else besides furniture. But I ended up getting a hold of a pair of wheels, and I ended up getting a hold of a job, and I ended up getting a hold of a place. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I couldn't wait until I had enough money to leave him. He was a fucking piece of shit. He was a piece of work, okay? It's a narcissistic sociopath. What was I going to do? Wait until I could get out? No, I just had to fucking go. Just had to go. And the rest worked itself out. Earth angels exist. Help exists. When you're willing to help yourself, help comes through. Like, sometimes you just got to take the actions and trust that spirit has your back, because you know you're in alignment with what you're choosing. You just have to trust. Yeah, beautiful divine gifts. Beautiful divine gifts. And spirit says jump. Jump. Spirit says leap. Take the leap. All right. Libra. Libra. What is going on with Libra? Mine too. Mine too. My son is more adult to this day than all of my exes. Bar one. Bar one. And he's happily married now. He fucking deserves it. He deserves it. All right, Libra. What is going on with my beautiful Libras? Hello, Nuanced Lunacy. How you doing? What is going on with Libra and energy? Cross watchers, take it, flip it, switch it. However it resonates for you. I could be talking to you about your Libra, okay? Yeah, outside of my one ex who was happily married, they're all... I promise you, they all hate my fucking guts. It might just take me back at the same fucking time. Oh my god. My fucking exes. Talk to me about my Pluto and Capricorn through my 7th house era. Oh, I know all about toxic exes. Alrighty. Something else flip up? No. No. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the King of Coin. Top of the deck is the Four of Wands. So Libra. King of Coins, Queen of Wands on the bottom, Hermit under that. Six of Wands under that. Seven of Pentacles under that. Libras who are in a relationship might be misaligned with their partner, or at the very least, there's two different visions or two different love languages going on. Okay. You might also have significant Pisces energy or be dealing with it. Not just in someone else's chart, but the Saturn-Neptune placements going on. I think you have a certain vision, regardless of whether or not you're with someone. I think you have a certain vision, a certain manifestation that you're going after. I think you've kind of made a list inside your head of what it is that you want to create in your life. But you're holding on to something and it's like you're covering your ears. Like you don't want to hear it. It might be how you feel, because we got the King of Cups here. You might be more emotionally intelligent than someone else. And I think the conflict is they're not seeing things the way you're seeing them. You're dealing with someone who is not seeing things the way you're seeing it. I don't know if you've outright had confrontations with this person. I'm sure you might have, depending on how long you've been involved with them. Right? Doesn't have to be romantic, but I feel like you're actually seeing the spiritual nature of something. And someone else is not. Like you might be really practical and compassionate for someone else. And the way they're coming off is like, well, I want what I want. It's like almost childish. It's almost childish. And their energy is so insignificant, like it's not even. It's like you want to overflow to this person, but you really have no incentive to. I got the Ace of Cups upright with the Ace of Wands reversed. It's not attractive at all. Like you want to overflow, but have no will or desire to do that. They're not giving you any reason to overflow. And then I got the Seven of Cups with the Nine of Coins. Which, to be fair, some of y'all might be sulking in your own time or crying about it in your own time. Like nobody else is seeing your tears kind of thing. And or there is some kind of escapism or indulgence because you feel alone. I think you would have more options on your own than dealing with whoever this is. Like they're underneath the bottom of your deck. They're not even in your spread. Like their energy is so fucking insignificant in the long run for your highest good. Like they're not even present in your spread. Their energy is around and you're dealing with them. But it's like speaking two different fucking languages. You're coming through, like Libran energy is coming through really mature, level-headed, practical, empathetic, right? King of Cups, King of Coins. They're not being an emotional, reactive, whatever. Like they're holding their emotions solid, right? Very stoic, very respectable. They're feeling very deeply, but not letting their feelings get the better of them. And you're dealing with a Queen of Wands. You're in King of Coin, King of Cups energy, right? Double kings, earth and water. Very mature. Seeing things very clearly. From a spiritual perspective, you're seeing things very clearly. And you're dealing with a Queen of Wands. It was like, I desire this. And that's all they fucking care about. They're not on your level. They're not even inside the same suit. And you're stretching over two suits. You're not suited. You're not speaking the same language. I think you've got some vision, some Four of Wands, happily ever after vision with someone who is not, they're not on the same page as you. And I think you would have a lot more options on your own. Like I said, I think you want to overflow to this person, but you don't actually have any desire to give to them or do for them more than what you've already done. And I think you're starting to look at yourself in the mirror like, what the fuck am I doing dealing with this person? You know, like the more they just behave the way they're behaving, it's like, what the fuck? It's like it's almost like they're coming. I'm getting this energy like they're even like coming forward with demands about what they want, and they have all of these desires, and they want to manifest all of this stuff, but they're not doing anything. It's will, right? It's like they're willing it to themselves, manifesting it to themselves, but they're not taking any actions to have it come into form. They're just talking about all the things that they want. That's like going in Amazon and filling up your cart with I want all of this stuff. And you put like $3,000 worth of shit in the Amazon cart, but you're like, I have $30 in my bank account in my name. But you want all this shit. That's what I feel like this person is. They want all of this wonderful stuff. But they're not doing anything to make it possible to cash that out and have it delivered, right? That the universe would deliver. They got daddy issues? Do they have daddy issues? I don't know why Spirit would ping that to me. Do they have daddy issues? Take care of me. Provide for me. Make everything great. I'm such a princess. It's like a princess calling themselves queen bitch. You know? Like, I'm the fucking queen of this and that. I'm queen shit. But it's like, who the fuck are you dealing with? Like, it makes my fucking head hurt just thinking about their energy. All right, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. I don't care if you got a major Scorpio placement. Take it how it resonates. Cross watchers, flip it, switch it, reverse it. Take it how it resonates for you. I could be talking to you about your Scorpio. Spirit, what is going on with Scorpionic energy? The house that Scorpio rules for you in your chart. Venus is in your sign right now. What is going on, Spirit? With Scorpionic energy. One more shuffle. What is going on with Scorpio? What is going on with Scorpio? What is going on? Okay. Eight of Coins is on the bottom. 10 of Coins is on top. So we might be dealing with a living situation. I think you need to make an effort to communicate and kind of see some kind of opportunity with a soul contract that is your wish fulfillment. Because I think it would be pretty fucking painful if you moved slow and lost it. Looking at the bottom of your deck, I'm being nosy. I think that you've got to kind of hop on something. You might have significant Leo placements. I've got Aquarius here too, and I've got the Wheel of Fortune, so your Jupiter energy may be significant, especially if you've got a Jupiter Scorpio. Could also be dealing with any of those signs. You could also be dealing with an air sign, particularly Libra, or it's irrelevant to why this energy is the way it is. Okay. The Eight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Spirit is pinging you, probably sending you synchronicities, or aligning you with some kind of forward movement. However, the Nine of Wands with the King of Swords, you've got this wounded perspective, this victim perspective where you're seeing things through this cold lens because you've been wounded. Hi, Set of Fire in my soul. How are you, darling? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I think you've got this kind of cold outlook because you've been wounded. And what's interesting about the Star card with the Four of Coins is I think you're holding on to the healing process because you're afraid to let go of the wound and actually be healed. I think you're resting on your strength. I think you keep telling yourself that you're moving slow because you need to strengthen yourself. Four of Swords with a Strength card. Like you're just taking a break to gather your strength. But the way that I'm looking at it, it's almost like you're procrastinating. Like you're ruminating in that wounding. And Spirit's trying to get you to heal so you can move forward. But you're holding on to the healing process instead of embracing the healed state. Like, nah, I'm still healing. I'm still healing. It is tied to a living situation, that 10 of coin. I think you're sitting on something. And Spirit's trying to tell you to move forward. Give me some more insight, please. What is Scorpio being guided to move forward towards? High Priestess. Someone highly intuitive. Someone you have an opportunity with. Right, I got the High Priestess and the Page of Earth. Page of Earth is Carpe Diem type energy. Your intuition is already guiding you to them. And or they are highly intuitive, or you have some kind of deep soul connection with them. The High Priestess is something subliminal. It's deeper than surface connection, and you know that. That's what Spirit is guiding you to take action on. That's what Spirit's guiding you to seize. Yeah, the Four of Fire. This is a happily ever after vision. Four of Wands is celebration. It's union energy. It's something, and it's visualization. Like it's someone you could actually picture yourself happy with. Someone that you would actually be stable with. Spiritually stable in soul. What are they holding on to? Indulgence, the Seven of Water, and the Four of Earth clarifying it, the Four of Earth. I literally got the Four of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Holding on to debauchery. That's indulgence. You're holding on to your confused state. You're holding on to you're trying to escape the process. The progress of the process. I got the Hierophant, the Queen of Air, the Chariot, and the Seven of Fire reversed. There's some kind of Chiron lesson that you have not learned. Some kind of belief system that you have in place that is denying you the truth your heart desires. Taurian energy, Cancerian energy, Seven of Fire in reverse. Like these are all in reverse. Like you're not defending yourself. You're not defending the fact that you are a unicorn, or the fact that who you're picturing the Four of Wands with is a unicorn. This is denial. Like Scorpio, your whatever ends up resulting from this, like I'll say it real saggy blunt. Like if you blow it, you blow it. If you blow it, you blow it. If you want to continue to indulge, right, debauchery, if you want to continue to either drink or smoke or whatever the fuck you do, party, spend, whatever, like, whatever you're doing, and you're holding on to the healing process instead of just moving forward, because you got a fucking unicorn in front of you, right? You got a Four of Wands vision in front of you, right? You're getting pinged to move forward from spirit, right? Like your intuition, your soul recognizes this other soul, right? But you're holding on to the fact that you're healing. You're healing. You're healing instead of finding the strength to move forward. Like you don't want to shift. You don't want to change. You don't want to stand up for yourself and your best life. Like then it's a closed cycle. Like the world is literally on the bottom. Then it's a closed cycle. What more do you want? Really, 6 of water on top. Like Spirit is giving you that deep, sacred soulmate. My soul knows your soul. Recognition, right? Soul recognition. My soul recognizes your soul. If you want to pretend like that's not there and you want to hold on to whatever you're doing, well, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. I mean, you want to stay stuck, good for you, but you're going to get stuck and stay stuck and be stuck and watch things that are not stuck pass you by. Like, that's all that's going to happen. When you stay stuck, the things that are not stuck are literally just going to pass you by. You got a unicorn in your midst. You're visualizing 4 of Wands with someone, like unicorn status, but you don't want to shift out of your indulgences. You don't actually want to like grow up. You don't want to grow up. How old are you, Scorpio? Watching my channel. How old are you? You don't want to grow up? Okay. Okay. I care more about your healings than your feelings, Scorpio. Love you. Moving on to Sag. Moving on to Sag. Cross watchers, flip it, switch it, take it how it resonates for you. I could be talking to you about your Sag. Trust me, I know. I know. Yeah, I'm going to hell anyway. Why try? Yeah. They don't understand. They don't understand. Hell is not a place you go to. It's an experience you live here on earth as a human. Heaven and hell are choices we make while we're living. Yeah, Scorpio, X energy. They have the ability to transform big, right? Irreversible changes that are beautiful, like the caterpillar to a butterfly. Irreversible, beautiful change. They have the potential. The Scorpionic shadow is fixed and self-sabotaging. And then they get all upset when they're like, well, why did I miss it? Why is it gone? And then they learn the hard way. And it's too late. And it's just like... Like, I love my Scorpionic friends. I love them to pieces, but they tell me shit's not working out or they're missing on something or something moved on without them. I'm like, well, like, what did you expect though? What did you expect though? Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking painful to watch. And saggy blunt terms and need their fucking head out their asses. Open their fucking eyes and wake up to what the fuck they're choosing. Like, it's a choice. Life is a choice. Suffering, stagnation is a choice. You want to grow, you want to cling to your addictions, and they're not addictions that, like... Scorpio, you got my prayers. So if you don't get your head out your ass and listen to what the fuck I'm saying, you're going to miss something good. You're going to miss something good. All right, Sag. What's going on? What's going on with Sag? What is going on with Sag? All right, Sag. I've also got Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, and Pisces here. I got Leo twice because I got the Sun and the Strength card. Really, I got the Sun, the Star, and the Moon. The Chariot and the Strength card. Lots of major arcana. Six of Swords is on the bottom. Two of Cups is on top. Sag, you might not realize it yet, but you're moving forward with a soulmate. Yo, I'm peeking on the top of your deck because we have the Two of Cups here. So I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck is the Two of Cups energy, right? Soulmate can mean anything. Something that's reciprocal, worth holding on to. King of Wands, that's your energy. Ten of Pentacles, Hierophant, Temperance card. Sag. Six of Swords on the bottom, you're moving towards it. You're moving, yeah, the World, King of Swords, the World. The Lovers, the Empress. You're, Sag, whether you realize it or not, you're moving forward towards something that is not a reason or a season. It's not a reason or a season. You've got communication coming in about effort. Effort that wants to be made, right? Someone is willing to put in some kind of effort. Knight of Swords with the Eight of Coins. Some kind of effort is going to be communicated. And then we got the Chariot with the Sun moving forward with that light, right? This is divine movement. The Seven, the Chariot. That's divine intervention, divine miracle, and divine propelling forward. With the Sun card. That's light. That's moving forward with the inner child in a state of joy. Then we got the Star with the Ace of Cups. That's a healing overflow. That's a healing overflow. And I think the shadows are going to try and chime in with the Moon card, but you're blind to it with the Two of Swords and the Strength card. You're like, what shadows? What demons? Trying to hold what back? Like Sag is on their Chariot with the light. What demons? I can't see the demons with my light being so bright. Like, you might not know exactly where this is all going. But you're going with it. And it's a long-term manifestation. Like I said, it's not a season or a reason. Oh, the demons are going to be crispy as fuck. SPF ain't going to help them. SPF ain't going to help them. They're going to be crispy. Well done. Really, Sag. Yeah, Sag is moving forward. Someone's going to communicate some kind of desire to put in some kind of effort, and they're going to put their money where their mouth is. You're going to move forward with it. And it is going to be an overflow of healing. For sure. Yeah, I water you, you water me. It's long term. Because when you're in a relationship dynamic, right, regardless if it's romantic or not, when you're in dynamic shifts with other people and one is watering you and you're watering them, no one ever runs dry. No one ever runs out of energy to give because you're constantly replenishing each other. So you get something very long-term, something sustainable. You get something very sustainable because it never runs dry, right? It doesn't run dry. It can go on indefinitely because there's refilling going on. Reciprocity is going on. Really sad. I feel like you might not see it yet. You might not even see where it's coming. But it's coming in and it's good. It's good. Yeah, justice. I just cut the deck to justice. If you've got some kind of karmic energy, dharma coming your way, like it's justice for something, whatever healing that you've been going through, it's well deserved. It's well deserved. Wheel of Fortune. I shit you not. I'm just sitting here shuffling, cutting the deck and shuffling. For real. Yeah, it's your heart's truth. You're manifesting some good shit. You're manifesting some good shit. The demons are going to try, but I don't think that they're going to get anywhere. Like, you're contracted to move forward with whatever you're moving forward with because you fucking earned it, and that's the goddamn truth. Ace of Swords, that's the fucking truth. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn energy. What is going on, Spirit, please? With Capricorn and Capricorn energy, the house that Capricorn rules for you. Cross watchers, flip it, switch it, reverse it, take it how it resonates for you. I could be talking to you about a Capricorn. Okay. What is going on with Capricorn energy? What is going on? Four of Wands, Justice, Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups. Clarities, please. One more. All right. The Stars on the bottom. The Lovers is on top. So right off the bat, you could be definitely going through some relationship healing, some high counterpart healing. Four of Wands with the Three of Cups. I think you're super focused on joy and celebration. I think you're feeling spiritually stable with the people around you and in your life. The Justice card with the Three of Coins. I think that if you're dealing with legal contracts or high soul contracts, I feel like that's working out. You might have to defend your truth a little bit, but you get the wish fulfillment, the commitments made. If you're looking at proposing to someone or someone proposes to you, like it'll work out long term. You're on the same page. This is commitment. Like as above and so below commitment. I think someone surrendered. I think someone surrendered control and decided to take the journey and trust. Someone's in. They're in it for the long run. They might have their own inner conflicts, but it doesn't matter. Like they're willing to trust you despite their quote unquote afflictions or previous wounds, right? Whatever they're conflicted about or might have been previously conflicted about. I think they trust you because you're what they want. And I think they're going to hold on to that. I think they're going to hold on to you. I think their soul knows it's the right choice. And even if they don't know what it's going to look like, they know it's going to end up good in the long run. I think whenever their head gets in the way, you put in some kind of effort, like your high masculine energy comes through and it resets the foundation. You know what I mean? Like if someone's mind or fears or whatever starts to run away with them, because like I said, they've got some kind of wounds and they're moving ahead with you and they're trusting you. I think if their wounds start to work up and it like starts to show itself in their behavior, I think you sense it. And I think that whatever action you take in high alignment, it like brings them right back to that solid foundation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's trust established here. And I definitely see long-term commitment. For sure. Yeah, long-term commitment for sure. That's what all right, Aqua. Aquarius and Aquarian energy. Aquarius and Aquarian energy. Yeah, I get that. I know exactly what that is like. Understanding someone like that, yeah. The empathy is real. What's going on, Aquarius? Well, yeah, we got Pluto entering your sign. Death card was the first one out, and we got the Emperor here. You might have stronger significant Scorpio or Aries placements. Could also be Mars. Are you waiting on someone else to cut you loose? Eight of Coins is on the bottom. Tower. Yeah, Mars is on top. Clarify this Queen of Swords with the High Priestess. What is being veiled? High Priestess on High Priestess. I shit you not. Super secret. You too, Numa. What the fuck is the secret? Eight of Fire reversed. 10 of Air. Ooh. Aqua, that's not good. 10 of Fire is on the bottom. Ace of Fire is on top. Clarified even further, Spirit. What the fuck is going on? What is that? Really, I got the Three of Swords, Lord of Sorrow. What the fuck, Aqua? Look, I'm not gonna lie. But this straight up Aqua looks like divine punishment. Which means you willed it to yourself. You know, your energy, your choices got you here, right? Because the divine is not outside of ourselves punishing us for being bad. The divine is with us. It's not separate from us. We choose it. So what are you punishing yourself for? What are you punishing yourself for? Your masculine energy needs to acclimate. You need to bring your masculine energy to the forefront. Like, if you're in this position where life is happening to you, everything is happening to you, and life is fucked up, like, it's because you're not in your masculine energy doing what you need to do. You're not transforming. You're not filling up your own cup. You're not reinventing yourself. You're not putting yourself in beginner's mind where everything you think you know could be wrong. Right? This is someone who is so righteous in their perspective that despite the burden that they're feeling, I got the 10 of Wands twice. I got the 10 of Swords here. Like, despite the fact that they're dealing with all of this onslaught of energy, I got the 3 of Swords here. Like, there's this onslaught, and the 8 of Fire is in reverse. This is Spirit talking to you with the 8 of Fire, and that's in reverse. Like, you're straight up ignoring Spirit. You're burying your intuition. That's what's veiled. You're veiling your intuition. Like, you think you have all the answers. You're not even listening to Spirit. That's why it fucking hurts. You know you're not doing what you should be doing, period. You know you're not, but you're defending your actions. And Spirit's like, well, how bad do you want it to hurt, Aqua? Because the longer you put it off, and the longer you don't listen to me, and the longer you think you have all the answers, the more it's going to hurt. So how much pain are you trying to take? Like, this is self-punishment. It's like you're looking at your life and throwing a grenade at it. It's already fucked up. It's also fucked up. And so you're just not doing what you should be doing to get out of the shithole you're in, to get out of the shit energy you're in. You're just throwing bad energy on top of bad and making it worse. It's like throwing a grenade on it. Like the grenade is not going to help it. You might need to apologize to somebody. I got the Princess of Cups here with the Queen of Wands. I got Pisces on the board. I got Sag on the board. I got Scorpio on the board. And I've got the Emperor Aries energy on the board. Like Aqua, I mean, of all the fixed signs, honest to God, you might be the most stubborn one. You might be the most stubborn one. Like Taurus is fixed in their reality. They're creatures of habit. They like to do things the way they do things. There's an order to the way they do things. They like to make their money. They like to live comfortable, right? Creature of habit and luxury. Leo is fixed in their will and their drive. They have a certain creative passion that they're moving towards. They have a certain goal and they're fixed on that goal. They're fixed on the achievement. They're fixed on whatever it is. Scorpio is fixed in their addictions. They're fixed in their self-sabotage. But Aqua is fixed in their perspective. Aqua is fixed in their perspective. They refuse to acknowledge when they're wrong, to the point that they will double down and triple down and quadruple down until they're so far up Schitt's Creek that they're like, fuck it, I'm just going to drown here. They'd rather drown than go with the flow and release and surrender and admit that maybe they don't fucking know it all. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, they'll admit they're wrong. It might take them a while. Aqua, it's like it takes 10 times longer. It's like you're waiting for someone else to cut you loose. You're like, here, take the sword, gut me. Gut me. Gut me with the truth. But they're not gutting you with the truth. They're not gutting you with the truth. I mean, I might be. They're not gutting you with the truth because you're stabbing your own fucking self anyway. You're gutting yourself anyway. They're like, what do you mean gut you? You're already gutting yourself. This is brutal, Aqua. Double 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, like Death card, Tower. What the fuck? How do you want me to read that? 8 of Wands reverse. Like, how do you want me to read that? Other than the way I'm fucking reading it. You're like, it's okay. I know how to fix my life. I'll burn it all to the fucking ground and throw a grenade at it. Like, what's it going to take, Aqua? Like, Spirit's asking you, how painful do you want it to be? Like, do you want to be homeless? Do you want to have every friend and family you got cut you off? Do you want to be without a job? Do you want to be without a vehicle? Like, how low do you want to take it? How low do you want to take it? If you got kids, like, do you want to lose custody of your kids? Like, how low do you want to take it? Because Spirit's like, we can take it as low as you need it, Aqua. Your spirit is like, whatever you need to learn, we'll take it as low as we need to take it. What the fuck are you doing? Like, can you take a deep breath, Aqua? Can you take a deep breath real quick and apologize to yourself? Apologize to Spirit. I'm sorry. Maybe I've had my head way far up my ass. I'm sorry. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and start new. What can I do? Angels, guide me. Archangel Michael, protect me from my fucking self. Please help me move in the right direction. I don't want to go any lower than where I'm at. I really don't. And start righting wrongs. Start taking actions, right? Emperor Temperance. Start pulling in high masculine energy into action. The fuck, Aqua? That's like the equivalent of being with a severely abusive partner and waiting for them to leave you when you should leave them. You know what I mean? Like, you should leave them. It's really fucking painful. But you're sticking it out and letting them just abuse, you know? They're not leaving you. Wolfson, this is an all signs collective read. If you want a private reading or personal reading, you're either going to have to wait for me to do a personal readings live or book a private session with me. Okay. That's not what I'm doing right now. Okay. We're going to get into Pisces. Who knows? The answers you need might be in here already, to be fair. If you look up the right placements, you probably get the answers you're looking for. We're about to get into Pisces energy. So Pisces placements, the house that Pisces rules for you. Cross watchers, flip it, switch it, take it how it resonates. I could be talking to you about a Pisces, okay? What's going on, Spirit, please? Good timing then, Wolfson. What does Pisces need to know, please, Spirit? What is going on with Piscean energy? What's going on with Pisces? Clarities, please. Eight of Swords is on the bottom. Knight of Coins is on top. Pisces, I think you're in your head about being sovereign. I think you are at war with your own self right now and your own psyche. I think you're so worried about someone else and what they're thinking Judgment in reverse with the 9 of Swords. I think you are so in your head. 8 of Swords on the bottom. Worrying about someone else's choices, someone else's feelings, someone else's fill in the blank, that you are like far from sovereign right now. I think you're impatient. Knight of Coins is on top of the deck. It's slow moving. Slow moving communication. We got the Knight of Cups here with the 8 of Cups. I think you want to move forward with something. I think you're sincere in that you want to move forward from an 8 of Cups scenario towards the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups scenario. I think you might be communicating that. And, you know, like I said, flip it, switch it, reverse it, how it resonates. You're communicating a sincere desire to move forward and elevate, but you might be slow getting a response from someone else. The Empress with the Ace of Swords. Divine feminine energy is communicating truthfully. Ooh, and I just heard action speak louder. Three of Wands with the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. If someone has to think about it, and you can feel and sense that it's taking too long, no matter what it is, because it doesn't have to be romantic. You're sincere about moving forward with something. And or someone communicated to you that they want to move forward with something. Right? Because it could be the other way around. But someone else, I feel like it's taking too long. And it's the fact that it's taking too long is causing anxiety, which is siphoning off your energy, right? It's taking up your mental energy. It's taking up your emotional energy, especially your mental energy. Is probably more than half of what the fuck you're thinking about. But the truth is you're receiving what you're receiving. I think you need to move forward with an opportunity to love yourself, despite the fact that it doesn't feel good. You know, because for an example, like if we were to talk about a romantic situation, right? Take it how it resonates for you. This is just the example that I'm using, right? If you were to express to somebody that you really like them and you wanted to take it to the next level, and they're like, well, let me think on it. And a day goes by, and 2 days goes by, and 3 days goes by. And maybe you've brought it back up after the 3rd day, and they're like, yeah, I still don't have an answer yet. Okay, the answer is no then. The answer is no then. Because if they were ready for it, they wouldn't need 3 days. They wouldn't. Something is obviously holding them back from making that call. Whether it's something internally going on with them or something that they feel about you, the answer is no. And the more you try and beg them for it or pester them for it or try and get it out of them, try and get them to give you that forward movement, and you're just having more anxiety and you're feeding more mental energy to it, like you're better off just saying, hey, listen, if you're not ready for it, it's okay. I'm going to move in this direction. You know, I wish you nothing but the best. Obviously, it's not what you want, and that's okay. Like, no hard feelings. And either you can continue going on the way you were going, or you move in a different direction, because obviously they're not ready to move forward and you are, and that might not be what you want to do. It's just stagnating with someone. I think someone's actions are speaking louder than their words. And sometimes the best way to take the obvious is to just accept it. Like, it would be easier to tell somebody, like, listen, if you don't know by now, like, it's all good. I get it. I got the memo. So I'm just going to let you go and move forward down whatever path I'm going down. Right? Instead of dragging it out and feeling like you're losing your mind because someone's not giving you an answer. They are giving you an answer. No answer is an answer. No answer is an answer. You're better off just cutting it then. I think you made a judgment call that ended up putting you in high anxiety because you wanted it, but it's not necessarily like you were guided to it, though. Like, it was something your ego wanted. It was something your pride wanted. It was something that fill in the blank part of you wanted, but it was not divine. I think you're trying to force something and you're being met with resistance. And the more resistance you're getting met with, the more anxiety you have. Give me some more insight into it, please. Yeah, death card. Three of water, king of water. Yeah, you've got to, lots of threes. It's all third-party karmic energy. You have to purge out things that you were taught. You have to purge out things that you were taught. Eight of Swords is out twice now. Four of Cups is out twice now. Because you're missing opportunities to love yourself, being trapped inside your head and putting it all on another soulmate. It's like approval seeking, which is not attractive. Okay? Approve of me. Tell me that I'm good enough. Approve of me. You're missing an opportunity to love yourself. You're waiting on them to tell you you're good enough. You're waiting on them to choose you or some shit. And they're not doing it. And so it's like you're doing more or challenging them to tell you that you are, and they're not doing it. And it's just hurting. Three of Swords twice. Eight of Swords twice. Four of Cups twice. Scorpionic energy twice. It's not them that needs to change, Pisces. It's you. Yeah. This is a sacred soulmate that you have trying to help teach you your own strength and capability. You need to get out of your own way. You need to call on your own light and see your own value. And stop seeking that value from outside of yourself, especially from people who don't even see their own value. If they don't see their own value, they're not going to see yours. They don't see the beauty that you see in them. How are they going to see your beauty? You see the beauty in them and are treating them like they're most beautiful whatever. And you want to be received the same way. See my beauty, see my value like I see yours. And they're like, I don't even see my own, honey. How come I see yours? You're seeking validation from someone who can't give it to you. Like, you're going to have to learn your own worth, that you're not seeking it from outside of yourself with someone who's not capable of reciprocating it to you. That's not where they're at in the journey right now. It's not like they wouldn't want to reciprocate if they were awake to themselves and healed, but they're not, though. And they just feel worse because they're not reciprocating and not giving you what you want. They're just feeling guilty, and it's all you're doing to them is making them feel guilty or making them feel ashamed of themselves for not whatever. And it's just your energy projecting onto them. You want someone to feel like home, and you want someone to look at you like you feel like home. But you got to be home within yourself and comfortable within yourself first, which means not seeking validation from outside of yourself. So I hope that helps. Hope that helps moving forward. All right. I love y'all. I have faith that these will catch you in divine time and when you need them. All right. I'll have timestamps in the description and in the comments a few minutes after the live is done. All right. I just got to wrap it up and get them all typed up for you guys. All right. I love you, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.